We'll get started. Hey everyone, hello, how is everyone today? I feel like it's been ages since I've done a training session. It's so good to be back in front of you guys. Let me know how the year's been going for you so far. I mean, can you believe that we're pretty much in April? A little bit terrifying. So today we're going to be talking about mastering the app, and there's actually been some new exciting changes that have happened, which is something that I've been working with Kamal to do, and I'm so glad that it's finally been done. So Jordan's going to be walking us through that in a minute, and there we go. And I cannot wait to see the training today. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Robyn Benter. I live here on the finally sunny Sunshine Coast. And I'm one of your elite leaders here. So let's jump straight in. So you've joined. What do you do now? So here at LifeVantage, we have developed this roadmap that pretty much steps you through what your different goals are within your first sort of year with the business. So this is a great thing to familiarize yourself with. I do believe, I put it on. So it is on the LV Distributor website. So go have a look at that. Familiarize yourself with it. It's really great to be able to see like different things that you win at each rank and any bonuses that you get as well. So have a look at that one. And this is our brand new team website. It's called lvdistributor.com. The password for that is flip2021. And then you can see there's two main areas here on your home screen. There's going to be a distributor training section and a sponsors section here. So if you're brand new and you're busy walking through the website, jump into the distributor section. And once you enroll your first distributor, come through here and jump in your sponsors section, and you can step through there. So like I just said, so once you enroll your brand new distributor, come in here, download the launch guide, and then you can start stepping through there as well. So LV Movie is what has replaced Activate My Life. This is going to be a pure prospecting website. So on this website, there is everything that you need to send to someone for them to familiarize themselves with all the information with LifeVantage. We have our studies on there. We've got videos on there. We have all the information about the products. We even have a little distribution or like becoming a business partner section in the back as well. So this is a great spot. Also for you, if you're having a meeting with someone and you need to know a little bit of information about the products, this is a great spot to be able to run to as well, to be able to just get a couple of key points there. Quick summary of what is on this week. On Tuesday, we have the amazing interview series by Madeline. And this week, Melinda Pearson is going to be hosted. So that's a great one to jump onto on Tuesday. I believe it's 7 p.m. Queensland, and that is held in our Activate My Life Facebook group. Then on Wednesday, we have Sandy and Nori doing a Philippines call. That is going to be at 8:30 p.m. New South Wales time. So, jump on those two, both really great calls to get into and have a look at as well. So on Thursday, we have got a Pro 5 and above call, I believe. Yes, sponsors and Pro 5 and above. So this is going to have Steve Fife on there and Justin Rose as well. So Thursday, 1st of April, and that is at 6 p.m. New Zealand time. So jump on that call. Take a note here of what the Zoom number is and the password as well. We have no team training on Monday. This is obviously because we have Easter coming up, which is super exciting. Let us know what you're doing for Easter if anyone's going away and having a cool holiday. Grace and I are definitely staying home this year. We've had a very, very busy few months, so it'd be good to slow down for a little while. But yes, so no team training on Monday the 5th. A couple of incentives that we are currently running, as everyone will know about Wanderlust. This is an amazing incentive for you guys in New Zealand. You will be going to Queenstown, which is very, very exciting. I'm actually a little bit jealous. I so would love to visit New Zealand and see Queenstown. So have a look into this. We've got a few different trainings within our Team Activate distributors Facebook group, as well as on our Team Activate YouTube channel. And that will outline everything you need to know about Wanderlust and how to qualify for that one. Then we have our All States Championship. And congratulations to Katie, who won in March. Awesome job. So make sure you get your trackers in every Sunday. The email address is just here. You can see it. Send your trackers in. If you're looking for the tracker, it is in the guide section of Team Activate Distributors Facebook group. So jump in there, get that going. We have iPads, we've got Apple Watches, AirPods, or if you're a Samsung user, we have all of the equivalents. And then we've also got a couple of True Science skincare sets as well up for grabs. So great incentive to jump into. And of course, we all want our states to win. So we've got North Island, New Zealand facing the South Island. And then of course, those two all against the Australians as well. So can't wait to see who comes out on top for the states there. Then a couple of announcements. We have an ongoing promotion at the moment for new platinum packs. So when you buy a platinum pack, you will get a free beauty system when you enroll. So that ends on the 31st of March. So make sure you get onto that while it is still available. That's a great incentive. Then we have the social media promotion for Easter. So are you a global pool qualifier in March? If you are, then you can join in on this social media promotion. So familiarize yourself with that, jump into it. You can see that one ends on the 31st of March as well. So you just have to create a post with your favorite products in an Easter theme. They did the same thing for Christmas as well. So this is a really cool one to be able to win yourself a few little things. Then next we have a Activate My Life Spread the Love promo, and it's extended until the 12th of April. I'm talking too quickly. So you have a chance to win one of the hair care systems, and you can qualify for the draw to get one of the beauty systems as well. So make sure you guys know about these ones as well. And yeah, take advantage of it until the 12th. Then we've also extended the What's Your Activation Story promo until the 12th as well, and you can go, you can receive a hand cream for doing that one as well. So, okay, so we are going to jump into the app now. This again, like I've mentioned, this app, seriously, the amount of work that LifeVantage has put into this and what it is now, what it is becoming, and the still upgrades that are yet to come. Seriously, it is an absolute game changer. This is one of the tools that a lot of leaders join LifeVantage because of. It's one of those things, the app and Amy now, because they work together so well, it's an absolute game changer. And like our old marketing officer used to say, his goal was to make LifeVantage as easy to build as it is to catch an Uber. So I really do believe that we are walking that way now. So we'll get Jordan to jump in. Hopefully she's still there. Her camera's off. Give us a second.
Sorry, I've just tech issue.
That's all right. All good.
I'm here. Have we got that video?
No, the video wouldn't work.
Okay, we don't have the video. I can play that on YouTube. So let me bring that up. Sorry, guys. Where is it? Have we all downloaded the app? Do we know? Yes? Can we wave them at the screen? I actually can't see if you are waving them at the screen, but Robyn will let me know if you are. We're getting everyone to wave.
We're getting lots of nods, yes.
You're getting lots of nods. How have we used it? Do we like it? I'm just trying to buy time here while my slow computer's actually trying to find something.
We have a few people saying yes. Let me know if you've used it and you're not a fan. Tell me what the reasons are, because we're always looking for new reasons to be able to improve things as well. So I mean, I like hearing both sides of the story, right? We don't always just want to get the positives. So let us know. But as far as I've used it, I've absolutely loved it. So we'll get Jordan to, hey, do you want to just start and I'll look at the video?
Yes, I just need to get the right.
Sorry, everyone.
Have you made me host?
Yeah.
Okay. I've never used this technology before. This is going to be new. Okay, I just need to, okay. So share my screen.
Have we done a app training yet for New Zealand? I just realized I've done one for Australia, but you guys have only recently received the app, hey?
We've only just got it.
Yeah, right.
So this is kind of going to probably be, can you guys see that?
Yeah, it's working for me.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, it worked. Hi guys, sorry. For those of you that don't know me, I am Jordan. I have been with LifeVantage almost a year, I think now, and I'm here in Auckland. So nice to see you guys on here tonight. So the app, it's so exciting. I don't know about you guys, but I am a little bit of a tech nerd, and anything that can just condense the whole system into one into one sort of unit that then sort of sends reminders and it just sort of accesses everything has just been a lifesaver for me. So I just thought that we could just go through with a little bit of live training, or just go through it. And then if there's any questions or anything, just either unmute yourself or put them in the chat. This is quite fluid. Robyn has actually worked with the guys on this, so I'm not the expert, she is. I can't believe she's actually given me the reins, but so I'm a little bit nervous if I'm because it's like the guru's just sitting there, but if there is anything, Robyn, that I'm missing or that, you know, just jump in.
Yeah, if you need me to help, just let me know.
Yeah, so basically if we just log in to the app, has everyone sort of like gone through it? Are they familiar with it? Is it, I'm just wondering, like, you know, if we're if there's any sort of main things that we should go through. So you're going to land on the screen when you actually get in there, and the beauty about the screen is that everything is sort of, everything's at the bottom. It's going to give you every single time that you don't have 25, obviously I'm showing that I don't have 25. And here I did have 20, but one shoved over to a customer. So they want you to have, based on your goals that you set when you first go in there, it's going to be how many sort of active contacts that you should have in here. So this is active contacts. It's kind of like the ITT, you know, invite for 25 people. That just means that that's how many people you show. You could have 100 people in here, because obviously the more you talk to, the more chance you're actually getting of those 25 people. So to add a contact, I'm going to, you just basically, I'm going to add it in manually because I've got a little sidekick across the ditch over there that's going to actually answer, like if we, when we send stuff, so she can show you the notifications. Just add it in. Everything is for Australia.
Really jump in for a second while you're doing that.
Yeah.
So the great thing about adding in contacts manually is the first thing that you saw Jordan just do there, which was change the country. So the app is actually now specifically when you add in someone, so when you actually add in someone, you can change the country there. So if you have someone in the United States and you choose to add the United States, as you step through the process, you'll notice that it will automatically work everything around the US products. If you have New Zealand, it'll work around the NZ products, Australia's products. So that's a great thing to make sure you do as well.
Cool.
Okay.
So then when you get to this screen, so this is actually quite important in terms of whether you know this person or whether or not you've just been introduced to them, because there are back-end scripts that are actually in the system. So the conversation and the tone is going to be different depending on whether or not you do or don't know them. So you put, yep, sure do, and you go add prospect. So this system actually takes you through step by step. What's the next step? What's the next step? You just need to inherently just put it in there. And based on what you put in, the app is going to give you the prompt to what to do next. So it couldn't actually be simpler. So she wants to talk about her health, and then go continue. And so there are two methods in here. So there's the app, in-app messenger, which isn't live for New Zealand yet. So it's not, I don't think, is it, Robyn? No?
I think it would be.
It wasn't.
I don't think they'd have the option if it wasn't live.
Okay.
You can give it a shot, see what happens.
It wasn't for me the other day, and all mine are linked to text messages, so I'm going to continue with text messages. But if it is linked to Messenger, I would say absolutely do Messenger, because it contains everything then in here. But when I was going through it and added my contacts, it was only in text message. So I'll have to go back and I'm not going to go back and update that here. So mine's going to come through with the text message But what it does do, if you do use it with text messages, it just lets you know in where the message would be that you've sent it on a different platform. So it prompts you to go and have a look. So it's not just a vacant thing. So it is still a contact point in there. So I'm just going to go continue. And then here we go. Couldn't send message. That's great. Okay. That's what it would do if that was actually going to happen. So we're just going to continue on. We're not going to get now the prompts from Robyn, but that's okay. I've obviously inputted something in there differently. But what you can do is, so this now sits there and it says that Robyn's had an invite. You get started with them just now. I've been taking to go yes. We'll continue. And then this actually gives you a list of all of the things that you can send them. So as Robyn was saying before, depending on the country code that you put in there, it's going to pull up the library. And the library sits behind which we will go through, but you could share the first flip video and press continue. And it's going to come up with a little script that you can so you can customize that. So what I tend to do is I've got a note section which has got a folder and I have all my scripts written out. So every single time I just have to go in and cut and paste the scripts that I do want. And then I think there is a feature that I don't think you can save customized scripts at the moment, but
they're busy working on it.
Yeah, what, sorry?
They're busy working on it, so it's not developed yet. But
it is coming. There's still some things there, so hence why I put it into notes. But I highly recommend. That's just a top tip anyway. If you are going to live by your mobile phone and sending text messages and Messenger, have all your scripts in a little folder in your notes section. So you just copy and paste. And same with your hashtags if you ever use Instagram. So then you send this off to her. It's going to come back and say that it didn't go through, but that's all okay. You basically takes you through the entire system. If you need to follow up, it sends you through to the calendar, so you can put it straight into your diary. If you're anything like me, everything has to go in my diary or nothing will be remembered. So there's just, and it gives you, whatever app, calendar app you're using, it allows you to put it in there and let them know. One thing I will say when you actually do input a customer, I will just go back, is make sure that you go down here and add in their interest. So put in there, select if it's business, if it's all the products potentially that they are going to be looking at, because that's what the app is then going to start adapting to and giving you information based on. So the more information that you can give about your contact in here, the more streamlined and targeted and relevant the information that the app is going to give you. So which is quite cool. And then here also with this, make sure that you, if you can, try and put in every single piece of information in terms of their address, because when you then add a cart, everything's going to be pre-populated. So when you do share a cart and send it to them, everything's pre-populated for them, making it 10 times more streamlined for them to enter their details. And it's just that sometimes if there's too many forms or too many things, people just go, oh, I'll do that later. But if you make it, but it makes it so simple to be able to actually go in and do that. And then something that I tend to do if you go into notes is write a little bit about them. Where did you meet them? How do you know them? What did you talk about? What's their why? Because as we know, not everybody sort of jumps in straight away. It could take months, it could take years. And just having that sort of sense check going back and forward always means that you can always just jump into a conversation whenever they come back up again. So it's like a great little profile and Bible that you just have in there. And you could even just write on there like your last follow-up, just anything that's going to help you to be able to follow up and invite and keep them in contact. So this whole system is going to send you through the ITT system. There's a slide after this that sort of Robyn has done, which shows you the whole sort of looping ITT system throughout the app. But it really couldn't be more simple. I do suggest, and this is how I've done it, I'm still a novice as well, but just spend some time and just really, really go through it, press all the buttons, see what everything does, explore, be curious. That's the biggest biggest thing that I always say is just be curious, and you can go through and find out everything that there is. This, if we go back down to the bottom and press, you can always press plus or deck. So the deck is basically your to-do list, your action card. It is going to send you notifications. It's going to say, if you put someone in there, have you followed up? You said you were going to, it's been 4 weeks. What's this person doing? Update the interest. It's going to keep you as accountable as much as the information that you put in there. So it will basically just be like a little notification, like a text message that comes up all the time. In terms of messages, that is basically where all your messages sit, which is, and you can search up to the left, you can always add a prospect in there and then share a cart. You can, up in the corner here, you go new, and again, you can just fill in a cart and then attach. I haven't filled it in, so add a product. We'll go, let's do activated essentials. Go add, go one-time order. And go out, and then you can save cart for future use. So if you've got one thing that I have done is that I've got all the ones that I know that always just sort of recur. I've got them as generics. I've got an NRF2, an NRF1, a dual activator, a tri-synergizer. A bit like I've got them all as kits, so I can just quickly go in and send if I need to. I don't need to fill them out every single time. If you then go attach cart, and then you can choose, so it'll bring up, you've got all of them, or you've got your prospects, or you've got your customers, or you've got your distributors. So it's really great that it divides all your contacts that you've got in there into who's who. And when a prospect turns into a customer or turns into a distributor, it jumps lists. So it does it all for you. So I won't actually attach a cart because I don't know who I'll be sending it to. If you then go to people and go back again, so this is where you've got sort of what I like to call sort of the main menu. So you've got your prospects up there, so that is where you go in, keep all your information up to date. You've got the organization, so this is basically where you go into your distributors. So that is the My Customers and your distribution network. There are I would suggest that you there's reports there, but you can get it through that way as well. Then there is you. I'm not going to open up my business info because that will show everything. But when you go into that, that is going to show you all the fundamental stats that you're going to need, that you should be paying attention to grow your business. So I know that Charlotte talks about just knowing your numbers and keeping track of them on a daily basis. That is where you can go in and you can actually check, who, what your PV is, what have you coming up to. I would recommend you going in there and just really understanding what that section does, because it's quite a powerful section for you to be able to keep track of where you're going, and keeping yourself accountable and knowing what your next step's going to have to be and what you're going to have to do, whatever the goal that you're actually going for that month. The report section as well is go in there, have a look. It will tell you who's done a one-time order. It will tell you who is on subscription. It will tell you who's come off subscription. This is another thing as well, because our customers have their own carts and their own also their own accounts. Ideally, you want them to come to you and talk to you about it, so you can actually talk them through whatever it is that they're feeling that they need to come off. But obviously, we don't necessarily always get that. So between Amy and between this, you get notifications that they've come off, and you're going to get prompted by both to go in and talk to them and nurture them and put them back into whatever your CRM system is. Events, which is an awesome area, but it will be when we're able. Are we able to add our own events in this now, or is it still?
We have to work through corporate to be able to add events. We can't actually go in by ourselves yet and add things, but I'm pretty sure that if you, because corporate wants to approve it before, so someone isn't just adding in something random. But yeah, you can ask them to add something, they will.
Cool. When I was last in here, it had Elite Pro and all that type of stuff. Sorry, the Elite Conference. It's cool. It's just all in one place. And then my favorite, because I do love to stockpile resources, is the library. So this is basically all of the amazing tools that we've got on hand, depending on topic, that you have at your ready to share on your phone instantly. So you might just bump into someone on the street and they might hurt their knee and you're like, I've got something for that. Not that you would say that, don't use that. But you could turn around and say, oh, I've got this great thing. Hey, what's your number? Here you go. That's how easy this library makes things doing. Please do not use that method, by the way. It's not good. But you can put in there, you can add in your favorites. You've got what's new. So we've got a new paste setter blank template in there. We've got customer, so it's what is in here from a share perspective. We've got JPEGs, we've got videos of what we can actually send out to people. Go through, I would recommend going through and just taking some time. You know the tools that work for you. Not everyone uses all the same tools. You know the ones that work for you. Highlight them, have them in favorites, get them at the ready. You've got forms here, so the placement change request. We've got the customer change order for when accidentally you leave your customers in your holding tank. There's distributors, so if we've got incentives and everything like that, and you want to sort of motivate your teams, you can go in there. If I go into something like this, I mean, that's beautiful. You can either download it to your phone, depending on how you actually communicate with your distributors. And so that's saved to my gallery. I can now go and manage to my gallery and save it through everything else. Or you can share it. So you can go here, so it's suggested. So across the top here, you've got message. So it can be suggested or custom. So that's when you add in your own script. So that's if you've got your script sitting in your notes. Or then if it's just none and you want to do a little bit of a surprise. You've got the option here when you send this to add a product link or not. And then you can either attach it, which will send through to your contacts. You can do social sharing, which I think I haven't linked. Yeah, so that is if you want to put it direct to your, depending on how you have your social sharing set up, you can make it as a post straight away. And then that's where you favorite as well, just turning it into the little love heart. So the other amazing thing about this is up the top there, you'll see that we're obviously under New Zealand, but you can access any of the other markets that you may be wanting to speak to. If you've got prospects overseas, if you've got them in France, if you've got them in Ireland, you can actually send them stuff that is actually relevant to their market. And then of course you've got the full Monty of the United States. If you're not familiar with Brand Folder and you haven't gone through that, I recommend that you do. There is also some great mastery trainings on there as well. This is the other thing in here, that we do have trainings. So this is what's so Success Mastery. So if you haven't gone in and had a look at this, we've got some like high-hitting legends talking about how they sort of built their business. So highly motivating in there. Then the other thing with the library is, you've got, sorry about that. You've got, there's something else I was going to show. Curiosity, I think. So the curiosity ones are actually quite, when you're trying to get people's attention, which is obviously all about attraction marketing, and you just want something to sort of pique their interest, do utilize these curiosity ones. Even if you just take them for inspiration and you generate your own. As I said, I would go through the library and just see what's happening if you're not familiar with what actually does come out. And get an idea about what's been said. We've got some amazing tools in here, and it's just getting better and better. And I know that Robyn's got another list of stuff that she's got coming. I don't know if she wants to share any of what's coming. I don't know.
There's so many things. Yeah, I'm a smile a lot, so I don't really know a date on when it's going to happen. But there's a lot more stuff changing.
Okay, awesome. Have I missed? I mean, I don't know how many people have or haven't. There is a lot more you could probably go into this. It's just scratched the surface, but it's 8:30 and I'm very conscious of people's times. Oh, one hot tip for you guys, just so this is what I do. I've got a blog. I've got all my LifeVantage links, including the blog posts, all in a folder. So if I want to send out a blog post, or if I want to send out there, I've just got it all sitting in one thing. So you can, because if you need to post something and you're short for time, if you don't want to take it from the library, we've got an amazing blog on the US site. You just change your setting on the site, go down to blog, bookmark it, grab one of those, and it's great. Have I missed anything essential, Robyn?
No, I don't believe so. No, you covered most of the basics, which is good. Yeah.
Yeah. I just, look, guys, just be curious. That is my biggest thing. I'm curious to a detriment, because I go down a rabbit hole. I've got like, it's terrible, but it's how I find out stuff. So that's how I learned about this. I'm still a novice, as I said, but just play with it, and it'll learn how it will work for you. But for me, it's a game changer. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. If you want to take over, Robyn, the screen.
Sorry.
I think it's 8:30 now, so I don't think we need to continue on with the
No, yeah, I think you pretty much covered absolutely everything, which is awesome. Yeah, thank you for that. If anyone wants to go further in depth on it, you can watch the training I did when it launched in Australia. That does go a little bit more in depth, but everything that Jordan just said to you is literally the basics that you need to know, which is awesome. And like she said, be curious, jump in, spend a good hour going through the app, learning all of the different things. You'll see it is really an amazing resource. So yeah, thank you, Jordan, for that awesome training. And does anyone have any last minute questions? I saw the one about Facebook quickly. So we're working on linking the app to both Facebook and Instagram, but there are so many privacy rules around it. It is absolutely insane. So it's something that they're looking into, but there's no definite yes or no or timeline on it. So hopefully someday soon. It'd be great if they could. Yeah. All right, everyone. Well, if anyone has any questions about it, feel free to shoot them to either Jordan or myself. We'd be more than happy to help everyone. And other than that, have a great weekend, and we'll see you all again very shortly. Well, have a great week. Sorry, it's Monday. I don't even know what day it is anymore. See you guys.